we had a great conversation. I'm Michael Mata, by the way, for those of you that don't know me. I am the CEO of VirtualCons. Today, I'm Go Patriots, but whatever team you love. And I wanted to go over VirtualCoin, why we decided to use a virtual coin, what VirtualCons is, yada, yada, yada. So, start with VirtualCons. So, VirtualCons derived, and I'll say very quickly, VirtualCons derived from Sopranos Con, Mob Movie Con. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big Soprano fan. This is my Sopranos room, and I'm in the Holston's Cafe. But we were doing live events. The pandemic hit. We had to change our focus. We started to do an app called VirtualCons. VirtualCons is an app that brings Cameo. It brings Masterclass. It brings a bunch of the great apps that are out there right now to link celebrities with individuals onto our apps called VirtualCons. It's in the App Store. It's in the Google Store. And you can find it online at virtualcons.com. In doing so, we have tons of celebrities. So we just launched a video a little while ago from Cisco. Cisco is part of our music division. We actually just launched a song called La Thang. It used to be the Thang song. We've done a remix in Mexico with some of our influencers. As you'll see, the world has changed. Everything's about influence and influencers, okay? So people of influence help push out the message. So by doing that, we connected our Latin folks, J.D. Pandoya, and we're now, I can happily say, we're number 5 on the Billboard worldwide with La Thang, which is a fabulous song. We shot a music video for it, and it was a great opportunity. But celebrities like Cisco, Armand Asante, Ice-T, I mean, the list is very, very long. We've started to onboard them on our app. We still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go as a business to continue to grow it and offer membership programs and streaming and content and all of that. Fast forward the tape. What we realized is that the cryptocurrency world is an ever-growing world that we wanted to get involved in. Why? Because everybody's going to be involved in cryptocurrency eventually. Okay? So most of you will know there's 3 things. There's blockchain, there's NFT, and then there's cryptocurrency. The way I like to say it as is the blockchain is as if you were taking a bunch of hard drives, put them up into the cloud, and we store our data, okay? So blockchain is the data storage, right, where things are kept. So one day we won't have to have CDs or paper or DMVs. Everything will be stored on a blockchain, okay? Now, it's very more intricate than that, but that's a dummy version of what a blockchain is. An NFT is a non-fungible token, okay? Let's say, for example, this hat was signed by Tom Brady. Okay, Tom Brady would sign this hat. Now we need to make sure there's an authentication, right? That's an NFT. So there's they have the ability to make sure that this Tom Brady hat is the only Tom Brady hat, and there's no fugazes out there. So what happens is they document it, they put it digitized, it goes up to the blockchain and it's stored. So if I want to sell this hat and I want to sell it to somebody, they now have authentication that it's real, and we can exchange the product without having to worry about letters of authentication, pictures to showcase it, and all of that. That's what an NFT is, okay? Cryptocurrency is just a currency, right? It's the value that you trade on, right? So if I give you $1 in America, right, $1 is worth $1. Cryptocurrency is unique, okay? I like to look at it as the stock exchange, okay? We all know what the stock exchange is. Stock exchange is company gets together, they say, okay, we want to raise a ton of money because we want to do A, B, C, and D. People go to the stock market. It showcases how much it's worth. You could buy Disney stock. You could buy Apple stock. There's a lot of regulations on that and a lot of fiduciary responsibilities by these companies to be able to give the information, what they're doing with their money, how the money's coming in, and all of that. Now, cryptocurrency came across, and it's doing unbelievably well. One that you guys may know is called Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is one, I believe, the first coin that came out, and now it's trading, and again, I don't know the exact number, but let's say it's $50,000 per coin. Now, you might think, whoa, $50,000 per coin. Yes, people have made millions and millions of dollars by buying cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, very early on, trading it and selling it. Okay, bunch of people kicking themselves in the ass for not doing it. Bunch of them kicking themselves in the ass because they sold it too soon. But at least they now have some Bitcoin. Okay, there's a lot of these coins. Okay, the dangerous part about the coins is there is no regulation, right? So too much regulation sucks. Too little also sucks. Right now, there's no regulation. So what does that mean? That means there's tons of coins out there that some of them are worth 0.00001 cent, and you just hope that it goes up a little bit and you make money, right? So there's these things called wallets, right? And the wallets store how much money you've put in. So you store a certain amount of money, $100, $1,000, and then you trade on exchanges, okay? You trade on exchanges. I'm going to get back to why VirtualCoin is different than a regular coin. When you trade on an exchange, that exchange gets a fee for doing so, okay? It's just like if you were doing on the stock market. I know Robinhood, there's a ton of them, right? There's a lot of easy ones to use, right? And then obviously if you're a broker, a trade, that sell and buy and sell trades, you obviously have a little bit more unique version of it, right? You're not using like a Robinhood. That's a little bit simpler for the average person that just wants to play in the game a little bit. When they're investing millions and millions of dollars in businesses, they typically have someone at Morgan Stanley or one of those companies. Now, we own our own exchange, okay? What does that mean? Knightsbridge is an exchange. It's an opportunity for you to put your money on the exchange, and you can exchange it, trade it, and sell it for other coins. Those coins don't necessarily have to be on Knightsbridge. Now, why is Knightsbridge a good exchange? There are many reasons, and I'm only going to get into a couple details, because what we're going to do is very, very soon, we're going to have a panel room where you can go in and get all your answers, right? I don't have every answer. I was told a ton of shit today. I'm going to probably forget half of it. One of the key things on the exchanges, people can buy, and their fees are the least amount across the board, okay? So that means that our exchange, once people start to really use it, are getting the least amount of fees of any other exchange there are. Now, there's a lot of them. There's PancakeSwap. We're also on PancakeSwap. There's a ton of them I don't even know, okay? Some that you may use regularly, okay? We have our own exchange. Now, why is that good for us as a company? Because we actually get to make the fees, okay, as well as on the trade. So we want to build up our own exchange, right? The exchange is owned by Knightsbridge. So when I say we own, meaning we are part of the exchange. So we make a little bit of what Knightsbridge makes. The coin, okay, is run and managed by Knightsbridge. VirtualCoin just so happens to be one of the coins. There are many coins on Knightsbridge. There's a debt coin, and a debt coin is a coin that's backed with debt. So they go to companies and say, okay, you need $1 million, we're going to invest in you, okay? So you become a minor investor in many companies. There's other coins on the exchange, just like there's other coins in general. So what you see on Knightsbridge, where you signed up, okay, or where you have a username and password, is a website that'll allow you to look at how much you have, how much you paid, and how much it's worth today. You can also go on Coinbase and exchange and trade and do all kinds of stuff today. Now, if you bought at 2 cents or at a reduced rate, you have restrictions on your coin. Now, why would we put restrictions on the coin? The last thing you want to do when you're building a coin is for it to have the ups and downs, okay? So what we want to do is we want to build it so it has a steady flow. Now that means today it's 52 cents. It started at 2 cents, okay? Right now you'll see me posting PancakeSwap's analysis of the coin. Now that's the same analysis that's on Knightsbridge. And when I say analysis, meaning how much is the coin worth right now? So if I go on my website, right, the website that I've sent and posted many, many times, okay, when I click on it and I go to VCon, right, VCON, it's 0.545164. You guys have seen me push this out many a times, okay? This is PancakeSwap. Now, Knightsbridge, which is going to be available very, very soon, and I'll get into that in a minute, Knightsbridge will have the same thing. The only difference is you'll see the volume, the liquidity, and the MCAP. Let's go over that a little bit and try to dumbify it a little bit. Volume is the amount of coin that's been purchased. Now, a lot of people come to me and say, oh, only 36,729 has been purchased on PancakeSwap. You have to remember there are many exchanges. This is not showcasing what's on Knightsbridge. I can assure you we've had people that have bought $50,000 worth of coin in one sale. So this number is very wrong when it comes to the overall. On PancakeSwap, at full price, this is right. Now, MCAP, which means market cap, we have 1 billion coins. Now, I'm sure people are going to be like, why do you have 1 billion coins? When we started this, we had to decide how many coins we wanted to do and put out in the world, right? So just imagine I had a big-ass trunk of coins. I started with 1 billion, right? So I'm like a little leprechaun running around with a pot of gold, right? 1 billion coins. And I said, okay, we're going to sell it at 2 cents. Okay, that's the information that I got that made the most sense for us to do. I then said, okay, friends and family, go to Knightsbridge, and buy as many coins as you want to buy. Some people bought $100, some people bought $500, some people bought $1,000, some people bought $100,000. We have purchases of people that want to buy $30 million of coins up front. I'll explain why they would want to do that. Slowly but steady, we've all been watching this thing continue to grow. Now, I see a lot of comments in the section, so I wanted to make sure I had the right answers to come back to you. And people have said, well, I don't understand. It's not really in the public domain. How is it going so high? Number one, it is in the public domain, so that's wrong. Okay? You can find it on PancakeSwap. You could find it on Knightsbridge, but there are others that you can find it on. Tomorrow, we will have a list of those other exchanges that you can follow on and buy on and trade on, and you'll see that they're all trading and doing very similar things. Okay? So, that means, I was reading a comment, screwed me up. Hold on a second. So that means that you could go to other exchanges and still trade. If you buy at today's value, 54 cents, you can trade and sell and do whatever you want, just as any other coin at 54 cents. So if you buy today at 54 and it goes up to 55, you've made a penny more per per coin that you've purchased. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you've bought at 2 cents, like me, you need to hold on to it. Let's look at it this way. Let's say I just hired you in my company, and I said, hey, I'm going to give you 10 million shares of Disney stock. There are restrictions on that stock, and the reason why is you don't want everybody buying and then selling, because what happens is it tanks and everybody's money goes to shit in a handbasket. The job for us is to make sure that we have security and consistency of the coin. Many of you bought at 2 cents where you can sell in January. Now, would I say to everybody, hey, go sell in January? My suggestion is not everybody sells at once. Can you? Sure. Now, what will happen is the persons or people that get to go first will start to make the coin start to lower itself. And if everybody does it at once, it starts to crash. That's not what you want to do. So we have to be smart. Now, we're working behind the scenes to make sure that people who are very, very eager, right? So you go to the casino, there's a bunch of different kind of people. There's people like me that don't put any money in the machine, right? I just gamble with life. I don't gamble at the gambling casino. There's other people that put $20 in, and the second they make $21, they pull out. And then there's others that just let that baby ride, okay? You have to kind of be in the middle. You might not want to let it ride, but you also don't want to pull out that quick, because at the end of the day, it could continue to rise, right? So for those people that said, hey, I'll buy $100 of 2 cents, you're kicking yourself in the ass now because it's worth 54 cents. Now, let's talk about the coin. What makes our coin different? Number one, I'm part of it. Number two, you're part of it. But VirtualCoin is backed by VirtualCon. Because so many people created these coins, and technically these coins are all international, you can't tell if that money is actually secured. Okay? So what happens is these people are making these fake coins, people are buying it, and then they're just going to get the money and running. And there's no regulation on coins. So it is what it is. So if it goes to 10 million and the guy says, you know what, I'm going to take that 10 million and I'm out of here, you have no recourse. Okay? No one to call. It's not regulated. That's why cryptocurrency is so difficult to purchase, because you're not doing it in the United States, you're doing it overseas, it's getting wired. But the overall people love the fact that they get to play in this world. Here's how I look at it. A lot of people in the world today, okay? There's people that have a lot of money, and there's people that don't have a lot of money. The people that have a lot of money, they let their brokers go out there and you know, their stock people and say, okay, here's $10 million, make sure I make money. There's other people that say, shit, I have $100, I want to try it. It becomes an addiction. I don't know about you, but I look at this coin at least 25 times a day. Why? Do I think it's going to make me rich today? No, I just want to see how it's doing, right? Same thing holds true with cryptocurrency as a whole. Right now in the world, many, many people are buying coin. What I've said 100 times, and I'll say it 100 times over, the world is a very large place. Stop thinking this way and think this way. The world is big. If everybody decided they're going to be part of this coin, okay, think about how much money we could make. Now, I'm going to take 1 second just to plug in before I go off, and I'll be right back to explain why ours is different. Now, what makes our coin different, okay? Our coin is different for many reasons, as I just said earlier. One of the major reasons is we have an asset-backed coin. What's an asset-backed coin? An asset-backed coin is a coin that has assets behind it. So when we announce that we're doing the Gotti 2 movie with Armand Assante, that's an asset. That means we're using our assets to protect our coin and continue our coin to go higher. VirtualCons. We've spent about $1 million in technology. That means the technology now backs the coin. Another asset-backed coin, okay? We now are going to be announcing something major that I can't say right now. Once we do, we are going to use our coin as a currency. Now let's explain. If you buy, sorry about the lights behind me, I don't know if I can fix that, but let's say you buy the coin. You don't get a coin, right? It's an imaginary thing. You typically will trade and sell. You'll never see the coin, okay? But we're going to make it an option where you could use it to purchase things. Let's say you want to buy a shirt. Let's say you want to buy a shout out. Let's say you want to buy a ticket to a sporting event. Hint, hint. You can use the coin to do it, okay? Once you do that, you'll take that coin, you'll be able to make a purchase, and now we're selling coins where you can actually make purchases, okay, which is very important. We're changing the coin game. We're using an asset, many assets, to back the coin. We're putting a face behind the coin, right? Because you don't know who other people are on the coin. You have a face to see. But you also have a company that's now backing it. So VirtualCons and everything that VirtualCons is doing that's backing it. Now, again, some people have the question of how is it going so high? I don't see a lot of people purchasing it. One, we released it to 100,000 people. Number two, we have the audience of about 500,000 people through our social media channels, through Sopranos Con, Mob Movie Con. We have tons of people that come to our website. If you go to virtualcons.com and hit the button coin, you will find out that that coin will let you buy right on our website. You don't have to send it international. You can send it to us and we make the purchase for you. VirtualCons has always been a concierge service. If you're a BizTainment customer, you are able to come to the events for free. So you've come seen Cisco. You've come seen the different acts that we've had. You've come to Mob Movie Con. You've come to Sopranos Con. Okay? So you have to understand that we're changing the way things work. Now, our coin, I feel, is going to continue to go up. Let's discuss why. Very simple. This is why it continues to go up. Today, I released a video by Cisco he is now going to send it out to his millions of fans. If you notice, he's wearing a VirtualCon shirt and a VirtualCons hat. So what's the strategy? The strategy is Cisco, totally different than my audience, right? Let's say I have 1,000 people and he has 1,000,000. They're going to look at it and say, wow, if Cisco's involved, I want to be involved. So what's the first thing that they're going to do? Well, very simple. They're going to go to VirtualCons and sign up. Ding, ding, ding. They remember. They're going to go buy coin. Ding, ding, ding. Everybody's value is going to grow. And they're going to see the different things that we do. Shout outs, meet and greets, virtual events. I think I'm wearing a VirtualCons hat, but that's not a Patriot hat. But they're going to be able to see virtual events. So if you think about it, it's one big ecosystem. So I'm building with our team an ecosystem. That ecosystem will work together with all of the different pieces. Now, in a few weeks, maybe less, I'm going to be announcing a historic event. An event that you'll be able to use a cryptocurrency called VirtualCoin, which, by the way, is there any name better than VirtualCoin? Huh? Virtual, yeah, it's virtual, see? VirtualCoin you'll be able to use for this large event. We anticipate millions of people that are going to watch this event on a pay-per-view. By doing that, we now go from X amount of members to millions of members. X amount of coins to X amount of purchases of coins. And you can see why our coin will continue to rise. So between our celebrity folks and influencers, my daughter's yelling, sorry about that. On top of that, you have celebrities and influencers. Let me give you another example. We have many performers, Latin America, many countries that have 10, 12, 15 million followers. I bring them on Team VirtualCon. We secure a certain amount of coins for them, and in turn, they have to promote our coin. By promoting our coin, they're promoting our app. By promoting our app, they're promoting our features on the app, and then obviously the amount of money goes up. We announced Gotti 2. I'm going to Italy within the next 3 or 4 weeks. We have another movie we're shooting in Italy, and then there's a music performer that we're putting a letter of intent together right now. We're going to be doing another movie. Now, why do we do these movies? You'll see Netflix, Amazon, HBO Plus are very powerful streaming services. I've always had a saying, content's king. If you have the right content, people are going to come. It's our job, and most of you I see on today are early adopters of VirtualCon. It's our job to keep it fresh and hip. If we just have old people, and when I say old, just the same old, right, not age-wise, people are going to get sick and tired and leave. But if I say to you, hey, you could watch Gotti 2 only on VirtualCon, well, where are you going to watch it? VirtualCon. Just like if you want to watch Mark Wahlberg's Wall Street, you have to go to HBO Max or whomever plays his movie. If I have swag, right, that's why we opened up the VirtualCons print lab. Well, if I have the swag that you want, merchandise, you have to come to us. So in the next 3 weeks, we'll be announcing our Christmas sales, and you could purchase things that you can't purchase anywhere else on our app. So sales of our printing has gone through the roof because you can't buy it anywhere else. Again, it's all about demand, okay? It's very simple concept, supply and demand, okay? We have the supply, the demand is there, it goes through the roof. So that is how coin works, okay? That is why our coin is better than any other coin. That's why I feel our coin's going to go through the roof, and I always say to the moon. You can purchase it on our website. You can view it on PancakeSwap, but here's Knightsbridge. So Knightsbridge had said that they were coming out on September 1st with a new and innovative app, web app. Can't be an app because there's no regulation, so it can't go in an Apple store or a Google store, okay? So they decided that they're going to come up with a website app, and September 1 was the date. Unfortunately, as I've had to deal with in the past, shit doesn't always go the way you want it to. So they had a couple added benefits that they wanted to add before they went live. I was talking to Knightsbridge today, and I'm happy to say that some of you that have purchased coin are already getting emails, and your accounts are getting switched over. So moving forward, you'll be able to see so much more. You'll be able to trade. You'll be able to see everything that you're doing. In Knightsbridge, when you have your account set up and it gets transferred over, you can buy Bitcoin. You can buy the other coins. It'll become your wallet and you can attach everything to it, just like you did with any other coin. You have to remember, we've only been doing this for about 5 or 6 weeks. So it's been going through the roof because our strategy is working. Okay? So all of those things will hopefully explain what's happening. You could always, since day one, go on your Knightsbridge account and see the amount of coin you had and how much it was worth. Now, some people have said, well, the other coins are not up to date with the cost. That's because all the time for Knightsbridge is being spent on the new site. They haven't really spent a lot of time on the old site. However, be rest assured, all your coins are saved on cost and how much you've purchased, both on the Knightsbridge side and the VirtualCon side. Remember, we're promoting this as a part of VirtualCons, so we're part of it, okay? So you're not just throwing it into thin air. You actually are part of the strategy that makes this work. So those are the differences, okay? I had to come on here to kind of give you some more information because I had my whole team around the conference table, and when I had a spokesperson from Knightsbridge and they were answering all these questions, I started to see the light bulbs come on. There are always a lot of doubters. My suggestion to you is very simple. If they're doubters because they really don't understand, give them the information. If they're doubters because they're haters, send them on their way. Nothing worse than trying to go to the moon and having some asshole pull you down. So my suggestion is just be very careful on who you're spending your time with. There's one thing that's very important in life, and that's time. That's the most expensive commodity. Don't waste it on dummies, okay? Again, if you have a question, don't worry about it. So how are we going to answer some of these questions? Number one, I'm going to get into the questions in a minute, but we're also going to start a Telegram. Everyone that's purchased a coin will be invited to the Telegram page. Every day or so, we'll be putting information about the coin. When Knightsbridge is ready, how your account's going to get switched over, what's next, what video just got pushed. So we pushed Cisco today. Tomorrow, Cisco, probably either tonight or tomorrow, Cisco will be putting it on his page. Then we have hundreds of celebrities that are going to be doing the same thing. Again, keep looking at the link that I've sent you until Knightsbridge is ready, and you can see. Again, it's live, so you can see how much it's worth. Just keep in mind that every exchange has their own numbers. So when you're looking at Pancake, you're only looking at Pancake. You're not looking at Knightsbridge. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions. Michael, is this like a pyramid? Hold on, let me see. I saw another question, so before I answer that. How did you get started with everything? What a journey. So really, the reality is everything bases itself on a foundation. I always say, and I didn't make this up, but your network is your net worth. So when we started building this thing, it just started to take fire. Everybody wants to be a VIP. Everybody wants to be treated with respect. Everybody wants to be able to do things other people can't do, right? So we started with the private jets. That'll be coming on board very soon again, where you'll be able to use your coin to go on a private jet. You'll be able to use your coin on a vacation. You'll be able to use your coin to buy a vehicle. All those things are coming. You just got to have patience that they're coming. Remember, we're only 6 to 8 weeks into this thing, and the app's only been around for 6 months. Can VirtualCoin be liquidated back to cash? Yes, absolutely. Just like any other coin, it certainly can. If you bought at 2 cents, you have restrictions on your coin. If you bought at the beginning, the 2 cents now will be anytime after January 1st, 2022. For the same reasons why I just said. If everybody flooded the market, we'd all lose our money. Why would we want to do that? We're all one team, right? Again, because there's no regulations, I could be your cheerleader, right? It's kind of, no pun intended, my wife's a cheerleader, but I could be your cheerleader and let you know what's coming and how things are working. My suggestion is not to have everybody tank it. That would be stupid. We'd be wasting all our time, right? Okay, now, Michael, is this like a pyramid? Okay, a pyramid, I'm assuming you're Keith, good question. You're assuming it like to be like a pyramid as like an MLM, okay? Multi-level marketing. No, the answer is not. It's not a multi-level marketing. Let me explain why. Multi-level marketing means that you have multi-levels where if I sign you up, I make money and so on and so forth. Since the beginning at VirtualCons, we've decided not to do an MLM. I'm certainly not bashing MLMs. I think it's a genius idea. I just hate that people have made bad mistakes and they've caused it to have a bad reputation. What we have is an affiliate marketing program. On the VirtualCons side, if you become a member and someone comes in, you get paid for that. That's how we're able to grow our membership base. On the coin, you'll also see an opportunity that if you bring somebody else on, you also will get a referral bonus, okay? So there is that, and it's on the website. We'll have more information coming out that very soon, okay? Now, does it matter? Let me see. Does it matter what money you invest? Like if $100, what does that get you back in turn? Okay, very simple. When you buy the coin, you're buying it at a price, okay? I'm going to use my calculator because I'm a little tired. Let's say, let's use easy numbers. You spent $1,000, okay? That means, actually, let's do 100 just to make it easy for you. If the 100 coins, you have 5,000 coins. 5,000 times 0.02 is $100, okay? So for $100, you've bought 5,000 coins, and at the start, it was worth 2 cents a coin. So you're worth $100. That same $100 that bought you 5,000 coins, when it went to 10 cents, your $100 became $500. Oh, can you hear me now? I'm hearing someone say no audio. Let me just see. Is there any audio? Let me wait just to make sure I'm not talking to myself. Can someone comment and just let me know if the audio is still working, please? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. Very simple. Thank you. I see all the messages now. $100 got you 5,000 coins, and day one it was worth $100. That same 5,000 coins, when it went to 10 cents, is worth $500. So you've made 5 times your money. That same 5,000 coins today is $2,700. Okay? Let me give it to you one more time. You spent $100, you got 5,000 coins at 2 cents. You spend that same $500, but yet it went up to 10 cents. You've made $500. You've 5 times your money. When you got it to today, 54 cents. So say you could sell today, if you bought $100 worth and you got 5,000 coins, today it's worth $2,700. So what's the objective? The objective is to make as much money as you can. Some other objectives are people want to get their money back and let the rest ride. It's all dependent on you. Some people like to watch the trend. And listen, people, am I saying that I'm going to make everybody multimillionaires? God willing, I hope so. Okay? But I don't have the secret sauce. All I can tell you is what our strategy is. Everything that you're doing is on your own. I did not make anybody do anything. I did not tell anybody you have to do this. I've always said this. If you have $100 to spend and you have $100 to lose, why not try it? If you're worried about the $100, don't do it. If you have the money to spend, then what the hell's the risk? Okay? As of today, many people are very, very happy. Now, can it go down? Sure. Once we start to go and people start to sell, the coin will go down and up, down and up, down and up. That's the whole idea. Just like if you have Disney stock, there's no difference. The only difference is this is coin and that's not. Okay? Let me go back to the questions. I hope that answers your question. Thank you for everybody saying the audio was good. All right. I missed out on the buy deal when you offered double what you purchased because I couldn't buy from Australia. Thomas, I do remember that. So what I want you to do is email me, michael@michaelmota.com, MICHAEL, and now you should be able to do it. The only reason why you couldn't buy it from Australia is because we didn't have that setting on the credit card processing. If you email me, I'll set that up and I will honor that for you. Where do you purchase the VirtualCon? Thank you, Alfredo. You purchase it on VirtualCons.com, or you sign up for a Knightsbridge account, and in that Knightsbridge account, you can do it. Again, The easy way to do it is just to let us do it for you since you're just starting out. If you're a savvy guy or girl and you want to go ahead and start with your wallet and all that other shit, you could do it without us. We're just trying to make it concierge style. Now, Ben, I thought I bought coins when you first announced, but there is no proof trail, almost like it never happened. I don't know if I sent the wrong email or something. What can I do aside from just buy now at the higher price? Ben, let's talk tomorrow. Send me an email at michael@michaelmata.com, and I will fix that problem for you, okay? Let's see where you sent the email, and we'll try to track it. Thank you, Keith. Audio is fine. Thank you, Kelly. Antonio Cipolla, thank you. Keith, thank you. Can you get me into Webistics? So Webistics, for those of you that don't know Soprano talk, Webistics is part of the trade that they were saying you had to buy Webistics. So it was a dump, right? So there was nothing to it. They wanted everybody to buy it so they could dump it and make the money. This is not Webistics, but that was a very good reference to Sopranos. If you noticed, what's his name? Lilo Brancato also did a video, and his video mocks that whole Soprano thing. I tried, what happened here? Hold on. Joseph, I tried creating an account on Knightsbridge today and couldn't log in. Is there support for this? 100%, Tom. We will be launching a Telegram. And again, for those of you that don't know what Telegram is, it's a pretty cool chat feature. Go ahead and get the app. It's free. We don't own it. It's just a cool feature, and a lot of people are using it. Email me at michael@michaelmata.com, and I will send you an email with our internal director of operations, Michael Cristofaro, as well as John at Knightsbridge, and they will get you running, Tom. Not a problem. Why is the January restriction? So, Joseph, I don't know if you heard the rest of the film. I'll let you go back, but I will give you just a little thing, just a little piece of it. When we did a discounted price on the coin at 2 cents, and it was family and friends, it's because we put a restriction on it. It allows the volume and the momentum to continue to rise. If everybody just decided to buy today, it would sink the coin and we'd not have anything. So that's the answer. All right. I'm a legend. Thank you, Thomas. Webistics, funny. I will email you. Thanks. Of course, I would honor the deal. We're all one big party here, right? One big family. Michael, you're supposed to push Webistics. All right. So, Albert, I know you've asked this question again. This is more about VirtualCoin, not VirtualCons. Email michaelc@virtualcons.com. I don't know exactly how many people have signed up for the app. I'm assuming you're looking for the amount of people because you want to talk about the memberships and the monies that you get. Remember, there are two different kinds of people. There are people that sign up for the app for free, and then there's people that sign up for the actual biztainment. People that get paid on the biztainment, and again, this is not to do with anything with coin, are two different people. You have my phone number. You can call me, and I'll explain the difference between the two. I've been running around. I don't have the exact number, but they are two different numbers. I know there's tens of thousands of people that signed up for the app, but as far as on the biztainment side, I'm not exactly sure how many people. Thank you, Michael, Ben, being part of the team. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this moment for a couple questions if you have any. I hope I can answer any questions that you have. Again, we're moving on a lot of different lanes. Albert brings a great point in regards to biztainment and memberships and all of that. We did not forget about that. It's just that we're trying to fill in all the gaps, right? So we're about to announce a major event. And when we announce that major event, we really feel everything to go through the roof. So we really need to work together and figure all this stuff out. Thomas, would be awesome to hear how you started MobCons and VirtualCons one day. Okay, I will come on here and just talk about MobCon and SopranosCon. We just had Mob MovieCon July. It went off fantastic. You know, it was a crazy journey. Michael, I'm sorry with all the questions. Is this IRS traceable? So the IRS has nothing to do with this. There's no regulations on cryptocurrency. That's why within the next couple of years, you're going to see that there is going to be, and there's going to be a lot going with that. So certainly we can look into that, but let's hope that it's not for the not in the near future, so we can make some money. Albert, yeah, no problem at all. Thank you. Albert is one of the original He is part of what we do at Biztainment. And the cool thing about Albert is he knows that we have a Biztainment model that actually pays folks through an affiliate marketing. And if you signed up at a certain level, what we did as a company is we allowed people to make money on everybody that signs up. But again, there's two kinds of signups. There's an app sign up where people just sign up and use it for free. And then there's a component where you actually get Biztainment, business and entertainment meet. Now, the biggest thing is this. Our job is to make sure there's always fresh content. Our job is there's always tons of shit that you need to put together. So we have to be ultra careful that we always have the information that we need. So we're very careful on that. Lori, my pleasure. Thank you. Sky is the limit. Lori came to the concert with 112. We're going to be doing something with 112 coming up too. It's been a whirlwind, I have to say. Just traveled to LA. We closed the deal with Burner from Cookies. Shout out to Burner. He's dealing with something right now. Our prayers are with him. But we're doing a really nice collab with the Cookies. John Gotti's going to be doing a podcast. We're going to be announcing that soon. We got the Gotti movie. We have this major sports announcement that we're working on. And again, we're all going to go into phase 2 of our app. More celebrities, all types of stuff. But again, everything takes time, okay? And you have to be careful not to burn anything up before it gets to take off, right? So we got to keep our strengths going. Government wants their cut eventually, if sure. Australia, we have to pay tax. There you go. What happens if people sell on January 1st? Will it hurt those people that stay in? Great question, Brian. If everybody decided to buy and then sell on the 1st, it would hurt the coin. Now, there are a lot of things that we could do to help that. Number one, my executives can't cash out, so we hold the most coin. So we're not cashing out in January 1st, because why would we want to do that? Number two, we've held back some of the monies that have come in to make sure that we could keep that currency going. Meaning if, let's say, 1,000 people decide to buy the coin, we're able to buy some of that coin back and be able to keep it stable. What we want to do is keep it stable. You people right now are the small minority of people that have started with us. We are going to look to go to the majority. Okay, so when we're going after billions of people, at that point, I don't give a shit. Let it go, right? Up, down, sideways, cornways. What we don't want to do is the people internally is we don't want everybody to have an issue there. We want it to go global first. Once it goes global, and then we have hundreds of celebrities and events, then it doesn't matter. Then I want you all to cash out, put more in, cash out, and make money. That's the whole idea, right? Why would I want everybody to lose their money? That would be kind of stupid. Should get the Outlaws on board. Hold on, sorry. I'm kind of new at this one on the screen. Let's see. Finesse, thank you for taking the time. My pleasure, buddy. I know your son has a bunch of people looking for questions. Hopefully you can show him this. I'll try to do these once a week. Like I said, it's just been very difficult to try to get everything in, but I'm trying my darndest. I hope it was informative, Christina. Thank you for your purchase. What I'm going to do for everybody right now is, like I said, I really appreciate everybody. I appreciate what you're doing. If you go to the website right now, and if you have an account or don't have an account, if you've been teeter-tottering, even wanting to be a part of this, or if you just want to add, until midnight tonight, I'm going to give everybody that goes on the coin at 2 cents, okay? So what you would do is go on VirtualCons, go to coins. You're going to go ahead and you're going to make a purchase, $100, $500, $1,000. Send an email, michael@michaelmata.com. I'll see your purchase come through, and I will make sure that it gets added to your account at 2 cents, okay? Once again, for all of you that are on here now, friends, family, I don't care. You could tell anybody, tell your mother, tell your friends, tell your cousins, right? If you want, till to midnight, it's 9:21 now, go to virtualcons.com. I believe we're the only company that's taken a credit card, but there might be others. I know PayPal's doing their thing now too. If you go on virtualcons.com with an S and you purchase a coin today until midnight, I will give you it at 2 cents. So again, if you've purchased coin before, it'll be added to it. If you haven't, your account will be set up. If you want and you don't have an account, just email me at michael@michaelmata.com. I will forward it to my team. They'll set up the account for you. You have to do nothing, okay? So again, tell everybody that you want. I don't care. Make them feel good. Say, listen, I'm going to make you guys some money. 2 cents for everybody that wants to add to their coin. I know a lot of people, unfortunately, have not been able to do it at the 2 cents, so need the Mike Mata YouTube channel. All right, we'll work on it. Mike, thank you very much. My pleasure, Keith. Thanks, Mike. Love seeing our investment increasing. Thank you, Diva. Thomas, thank you. Thomas, thank you. Lori, thank you. So again, I'm out. If there's no more questions, again, tomorrow you'll get an announcement if you've already bought a coin to add to Telegram. Go on your app. It's free. We'll be able to communicate on there. I'll give you messages on there, videos on there. Please, if you see the Cisco video, share it. Share all the others as well. Because remember, at the end of the day, you want to be able to share all of these things to everybody, because the more people that buy, the better for you. So again, as a surprise and a promotion, anyone that wants to buy now until midnight, it's at 2 cents, but it's only at our best interest for all of you to also have friends and family do it, just because the more coins that we sell, the better it is for everybody. Again, there's so much coming up. I wish I could tell you the big news. It's been a very big thing to work on, and it's very interesting. You know, we're going to be working with a company called Dream Exotics. They have, I think, 5 locations all the way the country. You saw me driving an Aston Martin the other day. You'll be able to use the coin to purchase and rent and be a big boy or big girl for a day. We're going to be looking at other people, restaurants, all kinds of places where you can use your coin to purchase. Again, tell your friends to tell their friends, and we could be friends. Isn't that a song? That's all I have right now. I hope it was informative. If it was informative, share this when I'm done with it. Don't mock me. We had the battery almost die, and the lights are really blinding. I hope this was informative. Again, I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. This has been a long journey. We're connecting the tissues. We're building an ecosystem. There's movies. There's music. Next week, we're going to be on live with, what's it called? Hold on. Kelly and Ryan. I still call it, Regis. But Kelly and Ryan, we're going to be live with the Thong song. It's number 5 in the world right now on the Billboard. We'll be going on that. We just got on MTV. We're going to be doing some late shows next week. It's going to be one after another. So as I always say, buckle up. It's going to be a wild roll, bitches. Hopefully everything's good to go. I'm out. Peace. Mike Mata. Any questions? Michael@michaelmata.com. To the moon.